Hey, listeners. Welcome back to the Review for Fuse podcast. I'm going to jump into what I'm about today because I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I was not going to do an episode because I was helping my friend and this week just went by really fast but really slow at the same time because it was Labor Day weekend and your girl went to bed at 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, damn near every day. And even tonight, I'll be going to bed late probably because I gotta, cut this all together and then, schedule it. But I just guys, bro. Sometimes I forget that I have a podcast. I have a podcast. And my podcast is not popular. It's not well known. Not many people listen to it. So it's I can fully voice my opinion and nobody can say anything to me because it's bro, what's the First Amendment? You know what I mean? Oh my God. So I went out this weekend on to the amusement park and it was really fun and whatnot. And there was a person, not gonna name names, and I felt like I noticed something, but I was just man, I don't really freaking care. And then that was that said person's intention, and it's okay. And I entertained it for 2 days. And now I'm kind of just and okay, well let me pause. I entertained it, but the vibes was just they weren't bad, but it was just whoa, back up, back up. Um, did my mom just text me, or am I going crazy? That's old. My laptop was dead. Anyways, um, yeah, my laptop is going off. Let me just la 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 la. Anyways, the vibes were just just too much for me. I don't know what a guy wants from me, but let me tell you what I don't want from a guy. I don't want somebody who is just I don't know, up my tush. Because it's bro, I'm not proactive in that, retrospect. I'm not going to be doing that. Is my phone going off? I'm not gonna be like that. You know what I mean? So it's don't expect me to be if you're one way, don't expect me to recuperate or know what you're saying or talking about. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. And that's how I am, right? So right now, currently doing this episode, I am extremely tired. Me and my friend were up. She was up longer than me, but we were up doing this whole move, lifting items, driving long distances, just being out and just honestly just being out for it. And I know sis is tired. I'm tired, but I know she's more tired than me, but I'm still tired. And the last thing I want is for somebody to be but you didn't ask me about my day. I just feel come on now. I am not a lesbian. Okay, I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. I'm not a lesbian because I'm not a lesbian. So don't be coming over here with your girly feelings and being oh my god, I don't care. I feel that sounds mean, but it's when you're with somebody, you accept them for who they are in a sense. Of course, you guys grow and develop with each other, but it's bro, I don't. Especially in the state of mind that I'm in right now. Am I gonna regret making this episode? Hell no. But in the state of mind that I'm in right now, I do not care about your day. My day was literally comprised of being on the road and just I'm tired. I have work tomorrow. I'm tired. Okay. I have a million and one things going on in my life. I don't have time for somebody else's life. And I think that's why I kind of just shun every guy that approaches me because it's just bruh, if you're coming with baggage or you're coming to moan and, you want somebody to take care of you, you got the wrong person. If you want somebody to hear your feelings out, depending on the day you catch me, when you catch me, you might get something, something might be recuperated. But brother, don't come to me boohoo and crying because I promise you, you won't find any sympathy tears, sympathy pats, hugs. I don't even hug people. You won't find any of that here. And I just feel it's just so much. I feel I don't know. Something about like guys, like bro. I feel like at this point I'm just gonna become like asexual or something because it's like I'm clearly not a lesbian. I'm not attracted to females at all, but like all guys just piss me off. All guys are stupid. All guys are irritating. All guys are annoying. And like I be speaking to the good Lord about this, and it's like, bro, I don't even know how to freaking like like it just I don't even know how to freaking think about it. I don't know. It's just like stuff like that. I feel like my personality is very like straightforward. I could see how people could see like, oh, like I thought you were this way, but you're actually this way. Like I could understand that to a certain degree. Obviously, I can't. I'm not looking at the outside of how people look at me. I only know what I know. But it's just stuff like that, dude. It's just stuff like that. Like I just think like, bro, I don't. I don't know. 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 I just think sometimes like it's like me against me. Like I want to be perceived as nice, but like I understand that I can be mean. You know what I mean? Like I can't help it. Like there's like a saying like if you like give like dumb answers expect to get like dumb responses or something like that. I don't freaking know. But like that's literally how I feel. Like I can't sugarcoat it. I can't hide my facial expressions. Like if I'm upset, I'm upset. I'm a person that easily gets agitated, that easily gets irritable. I don't have to be on my menstrual to be upset or to want to be a bitch. Like I don't have to do any of that. Like if I'm annoyed because I'm annoyed, not because I'm I'm menstruating or whatever, you know? I'm just annoyed. If I'm hungry, I'm annoyed. If I'm full, I'm annoyed. Like I have every right to be what's the word, like in tune with my own emotions. Like that is my emotions like fully. So like I don't know, things where it's like oh my god, where am I going with this, where am I going with this, where am I going with this? I'm literally about to crash out. That's how tired I am. That's the new word. It's no longer demure, it's crash out. I just feel like dog sleeping like she didn't sleep all day in the car. I just feel like there are just certain things where it's just like, I'm sorry, whatever you want or you're expecting, you're not gonna get unless you actually open your mouth and say it. And even then, if like I'm not a fake person, so if I can't, you know, muscle up all that strength or energy to do whatever it is you want, like it is what it is. But like I don't do emotions. I don't do sensitive stuff. Like when my friends cry, and I love my friends, okay? When they cry, it makes me feel uncomfortable. When people cry in general, it makes me uncomfortable, especially those I care for. It just makes me uncomfortable because it's just like, I don't know how to help you. And it's just something that I'm working on, kind of. Stuff like that. You know, I kind of just steer people in the right direction. Like, this person can help you better than I could, and I'm like, you know, obviously it's worded in a way that shows compassion because I do want to show compassion because like I do care, but I'm not the person that can help you with this at the moment. So that's that. But it's like things like that. I don't know. I feel like mm, I 100%. I view myself as a realist. I'm a realistic person, and I 100% believe that there are a lot of sensitive people out there, and those sensitive people just happen to end up right in front of my freaking face. And it's like when I start saying something, and it's not like I'm like cussing or being disrespectful. I'm just speaking my honest to God opinion, my truth, and it could just be rubbed the wrong way. You know what I mean? I'm so tired of just not being looked at as like, hey, how are you, Diabia? You know what I mean? Like there's just so many hearing about a trauma dump. There's just so many there's just so many things that go into it. I feel like for like no, not really. Well, no. My childhood, I didn't play a character growing up at all. But like for like the first like 3 years of like my adulthood, like after turning 18 and whatever, I feel like I was playing a character and I was really unhappy. And when my unhappiness bubble when it popped, like it popped, and like I feel like this is who I am. It's like awakened me. Like I will never be that 17-year-old girl again. And that's completely fine. Like I'm 23. I'm not trying to be where I was at when I was 17. You know what I mean? I'm above that. I'm better than that. I'm growing from that. I'm learning. I'm maturing. You know what I mean? And people who talk about their feelings and emotions, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not that type of person. and I'm not the person you should talk about it. Now, if you just want to like voice, like you just want to vent, you don't really need me to say, well, then 100% I'm your person. But if you're looking for like a response, you're not going to get it from me. You might get one, but you're not gonna like it. You know what I mean? It's like things like that. I feel like there have been so many situations where I feel like I have to change who I am or portray somebody that I am not to just like make somebody happy. And I just like I don't really care. I 100% am selfish. If you want to call me selfish because I care about myself. I care about my happiness and my well being. And I'm going to put that first before all else. One day when I have kids, their well being will come before mine. But until that day happens, like, I don't care. Now, that's not saying I don't care about, like, my loved ones, like my parents and my siblings and like all my cousins and my aunts. Like, no, that's not what that says at all. Like, I 100% care, but I'm going to put Diavion first because at the end of the day, nobody's going to take care of Diavion better than Diavion can take care of Diavion. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't, I try, I say it a lot. Like, I'll be like, I don't really care. I don't really care. And I guess I could have like negative, like what, tones or whatever to it. And like, that's not what I'm trying to do at all, guys. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. But it's like, sometimes I can't help it. Like them's is the words that come out of my mouth, and like I'm working on it. But it's like I'm 23. You know what I mean? I hope and pray I have so much more in front of me and to go. But it's like I have put, you know, things before me, and I vowed a long time ago to never put those things, you know, in front of me because that's just 2 a.m. I'm the person that's gonna like I'm gonna avoid confrontation to a certain extent, and it depends on the type of confrontation and the type of situation, obviously. But I'm the type of person where it's like, well, I'm gonna go radio silence. I'm gonna walk away. Like I'm just gonna la 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 la, and you're gonna think I'm punking out, but it's like I'm helping you and myself. You know what I mean? We could cause harm to both of us, and that's not my intention. My intention is never to harm people or to intentionally be mean. However, I can unintentionally say things that are very much intentionally mean. But like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like I can't do the sensitive stuff. And I feel like that's why I just like can't wrap my head around like dating because guys suck. They literally do. Like all of them do. Like y'all suck. Okay? If you hear me out there, like y'all suck. And I feel like I'm just gonna be like asexual and I'm just gonna like die alone. I'm gonna go like do like IVF or like get a surrogate and like have my own kids, pick out a man, pick out my kid's daddy from a book or something like that. Because guys suck. I don't know if it's something about like this generation or what. Well, obviously it's this generation, but like, or maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm genuinely the problem, and like these past minutes that I've been speaking is just pure BS because I'm 1000% the problem. But until said problem is established, I'm going to say that all men suck. I don't care for any of it. They're not even men. They're still boys. Like people think I turned 18, I'm a man. Like no, or like I turned 21, I can go buy my own liquor. Like no, you're not a man. Even when they hit 25, they're still not a man. Like I don't care. Like that's just me. Call me selfish. In fact, yeah, call me selfish. I'm so selfish. I only care about myself. I'm I'm what's the word? A narcissist? Not a narcissist. Yeah, I think it is. Narcissist. Yeah. I'm narcissistic. Like I only care about myself. I'm obsessed with myself. Like, oh my God. I've heard that so many times, not just in my adulthood, my young adulthood, but just in my life in general. And it's like there's nothing wrong with loving yourself, especially me. Obviously, all you have is a voice to go based off of. But like, I'm a black woman in America who sometimes, to my own degree, I don't feel loved. I don't feel pretty. So of course, like when moments pop up, I'm gonna be selfish and I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I'm just so gorgeous. I'm just so pretty. And I'm gonna hype myself up. I'm gonna hype myself up better than anybody else can hype me up because that's just what I believe in. I just believe like You should be your biggest cheerleader. Like, I believe you should like want to profess all these amazing things about yourself, whether they're true or not, whether they come to whether they come true, like a wish, it's just, it is what it is, that's just how like I feel. But like, let me stop ranting because like this is the podcast about TV shows and movies and reviewing them and stuff like that. And, we'll take like 5, 10 minutes and talk about like, how was your week? Well, this is, I'm the only person here and stuff like that. But I feel like I really have something to get off my chest. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're like, bro, I have a podcast. Like people be making jokes about podcasting and canceled and stuff like that. No, barely anybody listens to the podcast. So who's gonna drag me? Who's gonna drag me? And in order for you to drag me, you gotta find me. And when you find me, you gotta catch me. And I promise, none of them people can catch me. Whoever I talk smack about or just in general, if it's something negative, I promise you they can't catch me. They can't beat me. Wham, wham, wham. Cry to your mammy. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, my mom fully raised a confident girl who sprung into an independent woman. And that's what I am. Like, I'm not afraid to bark and then bite. Like, I do not care. It's not all bark, no bite. Like, okay, come on, come on. You could just caught me on the right day. You know what I mean? You might catch me on the right day. You might catch me on the wrong day. But you catch me one day, and I promise you, I don't care what people have to say. Like, if I feel the type of way, I'm entitled to feel the type of way I want to feel. Last time I checked, I'm an American citizen in America. And what is the First Amendment? That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say about that. And like the same thing goes for like when people like ruin your vibes or whatever. I rather just stay freaking silent and not say anything because at the end of the day, I'm not a what the freak? I'm stuttering. Like a what's the word? Like a drama star. Like I don't start drama. I don't start trouble. But if you started with me, that's somebody's gonna finish it. And I like a good competition, so I'm gonna beat you to it. Things like that. I don't know. I just think it's already Wednesday. September's literally just started and I'm over it. I'm like 3 weeks out from getting surgery and it's just like, I don't know. All I want to do is just like be in bed. Like all I want to do is just be in bed. I'm so, so tired. From Friday to damn near today, Wednesday, me recording this, I have been going to sleep so late. So I've not been getting adequate amount of sleep. You know what I mean? Like it's just sometimes I just want to like sometimes I wish I could just honestly just walk up to people and punch them in the face, but that's obviously something like you're not supposed to do something like you're not allowed to do something like that. You know what I mean? But it's like sometimes I just I just wish like if I could like if there was a shooting star, like I would wish for just like peace, love and happiness. That is literally my wish. And you'll be like, "But you just said." And it's like I know what I said. The peace, love, and happiness would be like for people to understand me. Like, this is me. This is who I am. Good luck trying to change me. You can try. You can try. You probably won't get far. But like, this is who I am. You know what I mean? Like this past weekend, I kind of had like a deja vu moment where it's like, hey, you should like, and it's like, whoa, 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 red flag, red flag, red flag. That could be good intentions had you not had already experienced this in the past. Therefore, this is red flag central. And when I make a vow to myself, I make a vow to myself. Like if I say I'm not doing this or I'm not gonna do that, I promise you I'm not gonna do that. And I don't care. I don't believe in peer pressure. You can't peer pressure me. You can't bully me. None of that things. I pray. I never change my personality because, like, sometimes you have to be thicker than thick to get through life. And I feel like that's me. Obviously, I'm going to have moments where the thickness is not there and it's going to well up and it's going to fall and it's going to break down. But trust and believe I'll always rebuild it. And when I rebuild it, it'll be 10 times stronger. So you got to work really hard to get at this girl. Okay. The last person isn't doing so well. So we're just going to leave it at that. Even though today's episode had nothing to do about movies, TVs, or just anything the Review for Fuse podcast stand for, I just want to put it out there that like you should authentically be yourself and you should never let anybody change you. And if you feel like you need to voice your opinion, voice it. If you voicing your opinion is walking away from a situation, walk away from that freaking situation. If you voicing your opinion is going off on somebody, go off on somebody. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. So when people be like, you're so selfish, or you're a narcissistic person or whatever, it's just like, well, I'm sorry, I don't hate myself as much as you do. You know what I mean? But anyways, next week I'll be back with something worthwhile. Happy listening, y'all.